It's a 10. All right, with the bonus ball still to be rolled by our challenger, Gary Carrington. Tom Morgan, after 4, is leading 52-46. Challenger Gary Carrington, this is a fill on his spare in the 4th. Two full spread eagle, got 4. No wood to help. It's a pure spread eagle with the 2, 4, 7, 3, 6, 10. And 2 full on the 3. So you go for an 8 box and try to get the 2, 4, and ooh, he didn't get, so it's a 7 box. Gary had a 705 in winning his roll-off. Thin hit. 6 pins still standing. The object pin becomes number 1. Did not get it, so he's still chopping wood, and there are 5 pins up. Now it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Tommy, right here, Tommy. You gotta work this thing, buddy. Come on.
A pair of 7s.
Come on, keep moving up right here.
That may be okay in another game, but not here. Okay, Tom Morgan.
Hey.
Tom has missed the head pin, has 4 horsemen left side. 1, 2, 4, wood, and then 7. Nope. Left the 2 pin. To 10. Al Giglio, as usual, keeping score on the electronic scoreboard, and Keith Williams keeping score on the big board for the folks who are here. Thin hit. He's got the 4 horsemen right side and the 9 pin in back, and the 4 and 7 over on the left. And there are still 3 pins standing. Nope, make that 2. The 4 pin just toppled. A 10. So a pair of 10s opposite a pair of 7s. Now Gary Carrington. Five and 10. All the wood is over on the left. There are 2 pieces, but they are out of play so far as trying to make this. Five and 10, and it's a 9. So far, Gary Carrington has 2 marks, a spare with a 7 fill, a spare with a 4 fill. Tom Morgan has 1 spare with a 7. Don Riley filling in for Ralph Stewart as lob line judge and referee, sitting right at the lob line. 4 horsemen right side. 1, 3, 6, 10. Nope. 3 and 6 still there. 10. Tom Morgan gets a 9-pin drop, and he has the 5-pin, the king pin, to pick up with a piece of wood right alongside it. He's got it. He has his 2nd spare. Wouldn't think you would go this far into the match through 7 boxes, and these 2 bowlers have 2 marks each, both of them spares. Wow. Just 4, and he's got the 2, 4, 7 on the left, the 3, 6, and 9 on the right. Now he just chopped another one out of there, the 2-pin. It's a 7. All right, final 2 boxes of the first string, which has been a disappointment for both of these bowlers. One, 2, 7, and 10. Oh, pretty spare. Yes, 1, 2, 7, and 10. Nice going. Pretty shot. All right, 8 is the fill. The corners are full right now. He has 2 pieces of wood in between, and let's see what he can do on picking up the 7 and the 10. 2 pieces of wood right where 1 and 3 would be. And yes! Oh, that was pretty. Very well done. And only a skilled and experienced Candlepin bowler would have read it the way it was and then made it. The read was just as important as the enactment of it. So 8 was the fill. A 119. Now Tom Morgan. Tom chopped some wood here. He has left on the right the 3, 6, and 10. Over on the left the 4 and 7 with no wood to help. Nope. It's a 9. Our 102 opposite a 119 completed string. So obviously he needs a mark. It appears he will get it. He has 1 pin to pick up. It's the 5. He has it. All right, 112. A 7 ties the string, and 8 wins it. All right, he got a 9, so he picks up $50 in bonus money for winning the first string by a score of 121 to 119. Defending champion always leads off in the middle string. Here is Tom Morgan of Revere. Thin head, he has 5 standing. The 10 pin alone over on the right, and on the left, the 2, 4, 7, and 8. Took care of that left side. A 10. Oh, so close. Everything down except the 8 pin. Wood in front of it. Yes, he has it. I mentioned our 2 scorekeepers and Don Riley filling in for Ralph Stewart, doing Don's job as statistician and coordinator is Kevin Ward. Strike for Gary Carrington. First bonus ball, that gets him 6. He'll have no wood to help. He's looking at the 3, 6, 10 on the right, the 4 pin over on the left. Oh, nice. Took out the right side and threw that 3 pin over at the 4, but didn't quite get it.
Come on, T, load it up, buddy. All right, buddy. Come on, baby. Come on, get a little run.
Today's crew is Skip Peabody, Ron Schindler, Ken Sullivan, Brian Menz, and in post-production videotape, George Ellard. Tom Morgan, and Tom gets 8 as a fill on his spare in the second. He's left the 3 and the 10. Yes, he has 2 in a row. Our producer and director, as always, is, let's see, what is his name? Bill Rubin, of course. I had to do it. I just had to tease once in a while.
Hey! All in. Come on, work it over there, T.
5 pin standing. Now he's looking at the 3, the 5, and the 7. You know, I shouldn't have said that about Phil because I put my hand over here and I almost got it crushed on the thing that, right, I didn't think he had that kind of power. Wow. Sorry, Phil. Okay, Gary Carrington on the line now. The 5, the 8, the 9, and the 10. Got 2 pieces of wood. He would like to see the left one go a little closer to the 5 and the 9. Nice shot. Pretty spare. Too bad. Too full on the head pin. Got just 3 out of there. It's an unusual combination. He's got the 2, 4, 5, 6, the 7, the 9, and the 10. Now he still has 5, 6, 9, 10. He got them all. And that is not easy, especially when you have parallel pins. So Tom Morgan won the first string 121 to 119, and after 4 boxes here of the middle string, they are tied at 51. All right, Tom Morgan, defending champion, rolling in the 5th and 6th boxes of the middle string. Nice piece of wood against the single pin 7 over on the left, and there are 3 standing on the right, the 3, the 6, and the 10, and he'll try to kick over that 3 and see if he can get the thing. He did! Two full, wow. Just 3, leaving on the right the 3, 6, 10, on the left the 2, 4, 7, and 8. Ooh, just 2 more. An 8. Constant encouragement coming from the left of where we are here, and that is Mike Morgan, who, of course, is in his own right is an excellent candlepin bowler and is the brother of Tom. Gary Carrington thought he had a strike, and the 7 pin just kept rocking back and forth. Waiting for some wood. has it. Spare in the 5th. Eight. The 8-pin and the 10-pin, but there are 4 pieces of wood. One is perpendicular to the pit. That's the one nearest to him. Then there are a couple that are parallel and almost side by side, and still another in back. So he's made his read, and now executes. And gets 2 consecutive spares. Tom Morgan, who's in first place for our championship show with his 435 last week. One, 5, 7, and 8. 7 still there. 1, 5, and 8 was the side-saddle triangle. He made that, but he didn't get the 7. It's a 9. His challenger leading him by 3, and actually by 4 because, well, let's concentrate on what he's doing right now. And, yes! Oh, pretty spare. Pretty spare. Down by 5, and Gary Carrington about to add to that as he fills a spare in the 6. Six more. Okay, that gives him an 11-pin lead. And he's looking at the 2, 7, 8, and 10. Great try. He left the 7. And it's 9 versus 9 so far as opposite boxes here. Now it's our defending champion who has the spare. Very thin hit by Gary Carrington. He still has 6 pins standing, and again, it's an unusual combination. It's the 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is a piece of wood in back of the 5 and the 6 in front of the 9. Another piece is rolling around a little bit. That's what he's waiting for. Those of you who can see, note where it is, just to the left of the 5 pin. Nope. 7 and 8 still there. It's a 10 box. So Tom Morgan, working on a spare, has an opportunity to cut into that 11-pin lead his opponent has, or the deficit that he has, as it's shown as a minus. And the fill is, it's a big 8. Now to convert, he is going to have to get the 3-pin and the 10-pin. And the wood is rolled away. Ooh, didn't get either. Now he shakes his head as he picks them both up. 10 is nice, but spare is so much nicer. Two full on the head pin, not quite a spread eagle. He left the 2, 4, 7 on the left, the 3 and 6 on the right. Too thin to hit on the 2-pin, and all he did was he did knock it down, but just barely. So it's 3, 6 on the right, 4, 7 on the left. Object pin becomes 3. It's an 8. 117. Now Gary Carrington. 247 with wood just to the right of the 2-pin and the 10-pin alone. Left the corners full. All right, it's a 9 as he picks off the 10-pin. 1 box to go in the middle string for our challenger. Another one of those thin hits. 2, 4, 5, and 7. And over on the right, the 6 and 10. The only wood in front of the 6 and 10. Another wood chopping as he took out the 4. So there are still 5 pins up. The object pin is still the 2-pin. So it goes 2, 5, 6, 7, 10. Got a break as the 6-pin went down. A 9. $50 in bonus money goes to Gary Carrington for winning the middle string 122 to 117, and he leads by 3 after 2 strings, 241 to 238. Leading in the match by a slim 3 pins, our challenger Gary Carrington leads off in the 3rd. Missed the head pin, left 4 horsemen left side, and in back he has the 5 pin. Two and 5 still there. It's a 10. Everything down except the kingpin, the 5. He's got it. Tom Morgan, today's defending champion. Almost had a backdoor strike. Everything down except the head pin. Well, I don't have to tell you, even if you can't see it, you could tell by the reaction that he did not convert it. Didn't get it either time, so it's a 9.
Right back here, sit on one.
He has another spare lead. This is made up of the 6 and 10. He made it. Each of these Candlepin bowlers today is the father of 2. Gary Carrington gets 7 as the fill and winds up with one of those triangles. 2, 4, 5. Made it! And we know they can be tricky. 2 marks in a row. 3 marks in a row in the same string, obviously. $50 in bonus money, and then as long as he can keep it going consecutively, 50 for each. bit too full on the head pin. 10 just toppled. So he's got the 2 and the 6. There's wood in front of the 6. A couple of pieces behind the 2, but let's see. No. Got the 2. 6 pin still there. All right, Tom Morgan is also working on a spare, as Gary was when he came up. Each had a spare in the second. Gary Carrington added another. Let's see what Tom can do. 2 full on the head pin, and he got just 3. 4. The 6 pin toppled. 4 and 7. So Gary Carrington extends his lead now from 4 to 7 to 15. It's a backdoor strike. Challenger, Gary Carrington. Seven, leaving the 2, 4, and 7 over on the left with wood right in back of the 2 and in front of the 4. He made it. Bowlers of the caliber we have today will rarely miss that one. Waiting for some more to tumble. Boy, Gary almost ran a marathon around here just waiting to see whether another pin was going to drop. No, did not get anything that time. 1, 6, and 10. He got it that time for a 10. Okay, Tom Morgan is working on a strike. 2 bonus balls to fire. First one gets him a strike. All right, 2 strikes in a row. And just in case somebody doesn't know, 3 strikes in a row, there's an extra, in the same string, there's an extra bonus of $1,000. So more than the match is involved in this ball as he fires and... Oh, got everything but number 1. Head pin is what he's waiting for some wood to settle down. And he wants to make the spare. You can see the concentration. And he's all over it, yes. All right. So 3 in a row, that's $50 in bonus money. Back in the lead by 7 pins. Now Gary Carrington. Ooh, 2 full on the head pin. Got just 4. He's got the 2, 4, 5, and 7, plus the 6 and 10, and he made it. A beauty, an absolute gem. Beautiful spare. Okay, boys and girls, hang out of those tray tables. This is getting tight. Just 4, spread eagle. No wood to help. 247, 3610. Everything down except the 10. And it goes for a 10. All right, 3 marks in a row for Tom Morgan, and he has taken the lead with at least 7, of course, because he's going to fill that spare in the 6, and it's opposite a 10 box. Give him 6 more, so that increases his lead to 13. He has the 5-pin, the 7, 9, and 10. Wood to the right of the 5-pin. There's another 2 pieces over near the 7, but they're not in that good spot. Whoa! Oh, so close. So close. Got everything except the 7-pin. Don Riley gets a loose ball and gets a hand. Now the 7-pin is the only one to pick up. He did for a 10. And with Gary Carrington's spare and a fill of 4 opposite, that brings the 13-pin lead down to 9. Very close to a strike. He has the 9-pin to pick up. He's got 4 pieces of wood, and I think he might prefer if he could go right at it. He's got to give a very good read here. And oh no, this rocking back and forth, that's what I was talking about. He had to get a very good read because there were 4 pieces of wood in a very strange configuration. Most of them were almost spinning out like spokes of a wheel, only a little closer together from that 9-pin, and the question was, could he get at it? As it turned out, all he was able to do was rock it. The 10. Still leading by 9 now as we go into the final 2 boxes. Tom Morgan leading by 9. Now here's his challenger, Gary Carrington. And Gary has a spare leave on the right if he can pick up the 3 pins which are in a triangle made up of the 6, 9, and 10, and there are 2 pieces of wood. There. And he made the spare. Okay, that's one of the 2 marks that he'll need. Now let's see if he can get a big fill and get another mark. Oh, he put his hands up to his head. I can't believe it. It's not going to hit the head pin. It was a punch out on the left side. Excuse me, on the right side, now on the left side. And just 4. So that apparently has done it for Tom Morgan with a 9-pin lead and opposite spare 2 and a 4 box. A total of just 16 pins in the final 2 boxes. Tom now with a 7. 1, 7, and 8. Just a 7-pin up now. Don Riley calls time. To make it official. And Tom Morgan has done it. Almost made a spare. John Riley getting a workout. Okay, Tom Morgan has done it again. 2 in a row. With the 138 over 122, he picks up another $50 in bonus money and has won the match 376 to 363. 739, that's our total, and we have $200 to give away, but there's a lot of room in here, and I think that maybe some of you ought to send in a few more cards. I'm sure everybody knows by now, but you can't tell. There may be some folks seeing it for the first time. What we're asking you to do, you folks at home, is to take a postcard, not a letter, and put on it, on the back of it, your guess as to what the total pinfall would be, both bowlers combined, on the day that you hope I choose your card. When you've done all that, send it along to this address, which is Candlepin Bowling, WCVB-TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Massachusetts, and the zip is 02192. 1 card per day, okay? And when we have a winner, we empty this all out, and of course, on a day like today, or all the time here, when I draw the card, we allow you 10 either side for winning the money, $200 it happens to be today. And for having the card drawn at all, he or she will receive a handsome gift from the Parker Pen Company. All right, having said that, we have 739, and we're going to give 10 either side for $200. Okay. Try the left hand this time. Maybe we'll have a winner. Who knows? Kind of a pretty card. Okay, this one comes from Auburn, Massachusetts, and it's Michelle Kenny. The guess is 780. Okay. Well, they knew these guys were coming on, you know. Took a guess. All right, the high-low jackpot is also $200, Mr. Morgan.
Go ahead, T. Go get it. Come on, T. Why not?
That's what you have to do, hit the head pin, but. All right, Gary. Maybe we can hit this and get a smile, huh? Oh, almost got you grinning there, and come over here if you would, please. Gary, I know how darn disappointed you are because, you know, you're a super bowler, and here you've been on a championship show 3 different times, going down the street for you to the Pilgrim Lanes practically, huh? And I know you were planning and hoping to come back again, but I know you'll be back to see us again next year because you're just too good not to be. You know what? Small consolation, I suppose, but you were the marksman of the day. You had 1 more mark, and so as a result of that, you didn't have the same pinfall. I'll pick that up. That's all right.
Well,
And
that
this
was
is Rotman's Furniture.
okay, great.
Yep, and we have $350 and $50 in bonus money. All right?
Well, not too good, but
Hey, listen.
what are you going to do, right?
Give the best to your boys and to your wife. And,
I will.
Okay, see you again. All right, Thomas. Excuse me while I lean down here, and I had to get this one because it says Tom Morgan on it. Okay. I forgot to give Gary his trophy here, but I'm going to make sure that you get this one because you get a different one every week. And now, speaking of Rotman's Furniture, you didn't get the $50 gift certificate. However, 3 wins, and then you'll get a recliner. A Berkline recliner. So that's what you'll be trying to do next week when you face the challenge of Jimmy Barbera, and you take away from here $150 in bonus money, $700 for winning, and you son of a gun, you're still right up there at #1 for our championship.
That sounds good. I hope that stays.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, Don.
Okay, all right.
See you next week.
Yep. Bye-bye, everybody.